Alrighty, and we're on to the first solo. Well, it's not technically solo. Tom was supposed to be on the other side of the camera.
Yeah, because I got a face for radio.
Because I told him he had a face for radio, but I needed someone to hold an iPad to talk to me while I talk everyone through the upcoming UFC 276 card on Sunday. It's going to be a really good one.
It's a good card. Looks good.
Yes. How many fights have you watched before, Tom?
All of about 3, I think.
Yeah. Fuck. It's going to be a rough one, but we're going to get through it.
I know most of the names. We should be right.
Yeah, we went through some certain names that he's not allowed to get wrong.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't spell them like that. So.
How were you saying Cerrone? Corone.
That's how it spells.
Fuck. Alright, so this Sunday we've got a good card.
You do. You got your early prelims.
Who's on first?
Your first ups in the women bantamweight. You've got Jessica Rose Clark against Julia Stolarenki.
Okay, I don't know much about. Is it Stolarenki? Julia, yeah. And Rose Clark. I believe they're both on losing streaks. I believe they're both on 2 loss streaks. So this is probably you have to win or you're going to probably get cut fight. I'd imagine Rose Clark's going to win. I don't know much about the fight, so I wouldn't even bet on that. But if I had to pick 50-50, I'd say Rose Clark on that.
Right. Nice.
Yeah. We'll skip through. We'll pound through these early prelims because the action really starts on the normal prelims.
On your normal prelims, yeah. So after that, the woman flyweight's coming up with Jessica I and Macy Barber.
Yeah, I reckon Macy Barber's going to win that fight. Jessica I, she's a legend in the sport. But that Macy Barber, she had a rough start to the UFC. She wanted to be the youngest champ the UFC's ever seen. And she overshot that a little bit. And I reckon she's back now. I reckon she'll win that fight pretty easily. I got her by decision.
Yeah.
Macy Barber by decision. I reckon that's a solid lock-in.
Yeah, we'll remember that. And then in your middleweights, you got Uriah Hall and Andrea Muniz.
This is an interesting fight because I reckon Uriah Hall's finally hit a stump. He was supposed to be like he just never hit a really good stride. He's got a lot of experience now, but I reckon he's going to get knocked out. Muniz I haven't watched heaps of his fights, but I know he's like 3-0 in the UFC or 2-0 in the UFC, I think.
That's not bad.
Nah, he's very good. I don't know what's his record.
So 22-4.
22-4.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I believe he's like 2-0 in the UFC or something. I don't know much about him, but I reckon Uriah Hall's over the hill now. Yeah. And by the way, guys, if you have any opinions, write it in the comments of the YouTube video. Make sure to give it a like and a subscribe. But if you got any other differing opinions, make sure to write them in the comments.
Nice. All right. You want to move on to your...
yeah, this is where it gets fucking juicy. Oh, it's a good card.
Okay, so first up in your middleweight, you got Brad Tavares and... What?
Duplessis. He's fighting Duplessis. That Duplessis is a fucking animal.
Yeah.
And Tavares is an animal, but he's a really good gatekeeper. Yeah, so a gatekeeper...
Nice record there.
A gatekeeper in like MMA... is someone that they won't ever get the title, but they'll never be at the bottom of the food chain. So it's a real good gauge as to where someone's at to fight them. Yeah. Like, if they can get past them, they're probably going to be top 10 material.
Yeah.
Brad Tavares is the ultimate fucking gatekeeper. Israel Adesanya's beat him. I'm fairly sure Pereira's bet him. Heaps of people have bet him and they've gone on to do great things. So if Duplessis wins, which I reckon he will, he's a menace, I reckon. But he might get a good fight in, so I reckon I've got him by decision. Yeah. And yeah, that's going to be a good fight. I reckon he's going to pass the test. But hopefully Tavares gives him a bit of a fight because he's rolled over everyone else.
There you go. All right.
South African.
Is he?
Yeah, Duplessis. It's not I don't know what a South African name is, but he's South African.
Yeah, he doesn't look it. All right, so into your welterweights. So you got Ian Gary against Gabe Green.
Ian Gary's going to knock him out in round 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like the next coming of Conor McGregor. He's going to be a weapon.
Yeah,
he had a tough last fight. He had a tough last fight, I believe. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he had a tough last fight, but he's a savage.
Yeah.
He's a menace. I'd put money on him all day.
Nice. All right. You move up into your welterweights. Got Jim Miller and Donald Cerrone.
This is a shit fight.
Why?
Because you don't want to see either of them lose.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because they're both vets.
Yeah.
But Cerrone's just done, I think. I want him to win. But if you gave me $100,000, I'd have to put it on Jim Miller. I reckon he's going to wrestle fuck him, bash him on the feet. Cerrone hasn't fought in like 2 years since McGregor knocked him out.
Oh, okay.
It's been a while.
Very similar records.
Yeah, but Jim Miller's record. It's hard to read a record though because Donald Cerrone's. I reckon he's worn and torn more. He's got more wear and tear.
Yeah, okay.
Like he's been through some fucking wars. He's a maniac. But I reckon Jim Miller gets that done. I reckon he gets him done by knockout. I reckon he knocks him out, and that's his last fight. This is a retirement fight for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Nice. All right. So into the next one's a lightweight. You got Brad Riddell and Jalen Turner.
That's a hard fight. I wouldn't bet on that fight. Brad Riddell's a menace, but that Jalen Turner's really on a come up. He's good. That's like they got great striking. Both of them got great striking. If I had to bet, I'd go with Riddell, but only because he's from he's a Kiwi.
Yeah, okay.
Like that's the only reason. He's a Kiwi, isn't he? Yeah, he's not Australian.
No.
Yeah, he's Kiwi. If you click on their names, it brings up their stats. And then his name again. I can't believe I'm even asking this. He's a key. I don't want to get it wrong. On the right? No, it comes up with a little bio on the right. Auckland?
Yep.
Auckland.
Oh, no, Christchurch.
Christchurch, yeah. That's the only reason I'd say him. Otherwise, it's a pretty good fight. I'd imagine that Jalen Turner's the favourite. I don't know. I haven't checked on Sportsbet.
Yeah, okay.
But I reckon Jalen Turner would be the favourite. I'd put Brad Riddell by decision.
Yeah, cool. Okay, moving into your main card. All right. First up in the main cards, you've got a woman's flyweight. So you've got Lauren Murphy and Misha Tate.
I heard that got cancelled. Yeah, did that get cancelled?
Yep,
I don't know why.
You know what?
I just really don't know about, Lauren Murphy would have better.
Yeah.
I reckon. I fucking hate Lauren Murphy. I don't like looking at her. Just looking at her annoys me.
She has got a face, hasn't she?
She's got one of those faces that just pisses you off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like a brat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But Misha Tate's she's a gun.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
But that's a shame. I don't know if anyone stepped in or not for that. Didn't need that fight anyway.
It's not on the card. So. Okay. So next up in your bantamweight, you got Pedro
Muniz.
And
Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley. I've actually watched a fight of his.
Sean O'Malley should win this fight, and I think he will by spectacular fashion. I reckon he'll knock him out.
Yeah.
But I don't believe Pedro Muniz has ever been knocked out before, and he can fucking scrap.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing though is he's a short bloke, and Sean O'Malley's fucking long and he's tall, and he's got the hair, and he fucking looks like a clown, and he's just so good. He's just so good.
He looks like he shouldn't be.
But he injures very easily.
Yeah.
He just injures after all of his fights. He's always fucking banged up. He lost a fight to Cheeto Vera. He lost the only loss he has. Is he got one loss?
Yep.
Yeah, the only loss he has is to Cheeto Vera, and it was from a calf kick, but his leg gave out. He hit a nerve and fucked his leg.
Yeah.
So he didn't get bashed for the fight. He just got unlucky. But I reckon he'll knock out Muniz by probably the third round.
Ooh,
Second, third round. I wouldn't play it safe first, just because I reckon he's going to have to touch up Muniz a lot.
Big call.
It's not a big call. He's supposed to win. He has to win this fight.
Okay.
Everyone reckons he's going to be a title contender.
Yeah. Right. Okay, moving on into your welterweights. You got Robbie Lawler and Brian Barberina.
That's such a good fight. One of my favorite UFC fights. Both of them have both of my favorite UFC fights.
Yeah.
individually. Robbie Lawler and Rory McDonald too, which anyone who watches UFC has seen that fight 15 times. It's the fight you show to your mates, like, to get them into the UFC. They fucked each other up.
You might want to show me that then.
I think I've tried to,
What?
and you're a bit squeamish.
I'm not squeamish.
You're so fucking squeamish.
I'm not.
But
Anyway.
I've got to show you that fight.
Yeah, we'll
Head to fucking toe in blood. Like, head to toe. Robbie Lawler's lip was that cut.
Hanging off.
No, you could see his teeth through his lip.
Oh.
That poor cunt Rory McDonald's career was never the same after. Neither of them. Neither of their careers were the same. Rory McDonald's knows he still has problems to this day, and that was like 8 years ago. 10 years ago, maybe. Fuck knows. Right, I don't know how long ago. I'll get corrected on that. I don't know how long ago it was, but that's like... And then Brian Barberina has a fight with Vicente Luque, and that was a fucking war. That bloke's head is made of cinder blocks. He's got like a real big Luke Helpsy head on him. Just like a massive one. He's like fucking... And he just can't get knocked out. That's going to be a banger. I got Barboza. I fucking hate seeing Robbie Lawler lose. I got Barboza by second round TKO.
Okay. All right.
That's the prelims, is it?
No, this is in the mains.
That's in the mains.
Yeah, yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah. I'm in the mains, so yep. So then you're moving up into middleweight with Sean Strickland and Alex Pereira.
Mm. You know, is he Adesanya?
Mm.
That Alex Pereira guy knocked him out
No way.
in kickboxing.
He looks fresh.
He just started MMA like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But he's like an elite. He's a world-class striker in kickboxing. And in one of him and Israel's fights in kickboxing, he knocked him out.
Ooh.
Yeah. So they're fast-tracking him through the UFC. He's only had like two UFC fights.
Yeah.
This is his third, and his third fight's Sean Strickland, who's in the top 10. It should say the ranking near his name. He's maybe number 4.
Maybe it should come up. No, it doesn't.
Doesn't? Maybe he's not. He has to be in the top 10.
Well, it hasn't got it at all, so.
Well, they're fast-tracking him heaps. That's a massive leap in competition.
Yeah.
But Sean Strickland, he is the most unapologetic fucking loose unit in the UFC. He's a maniac.
Yeah.
But he's like a fucking legit maniac. He always says, he got on the mic after a fight and said, if I wasn't in the UFC, I'd probably be smoking crack in a kitchen somewhere with a murder charge. He's a fucking loose unit.
He's made good choices.
He's a loose... Oh, by the way, thanks Monops for that. Whoever hasn't seen that bad boy, making the back look nice.
It does look
Now I
good.
just need a better room. Yeah.
We're working on that.
We're working on that.
We'll get there.
But Sean Strickland, I don't know. Sean Strickland's last fight was really fucking bad. It was really boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to be one to, like, wrestle. I don't think, unless he sticks to a game plan, I don't think he's going to be the type to go... I reckon he's going to try and stand and bang, and he's going to get fucked up.
You're going to take him down?
No. If he doesn't take Pereira down, he's fucked.
Yeah. Okay.
He's fucked. But, I don't know. I'd say Pereira by knockout, but I don't know what Sean Strickland's chin's like. I imagine it's good. He talks that much shit, it has to be good. I'll go Alex Pereira.
Yeah.
Knockout, round 1. Flash
good.
knockout. But if I was going to bet on it, if I was going to put $100 on it and I just was hoping, I'd go for that because I reckon there has to be a couple wow moments on this card, and I reckon that's going to be one of them.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then we move up into the co-main event, the featherweight, with Alexandra Volkanovski.
Alexander.
Yeah, I just said that.
Alexandra.
Whatever.
He's the Aussie.
And is he? And Max Holloway.
4. Oh, I've got. Do you remember that night at yours last Friday? How I made a bet with Dale Pavey when I was hammered.
No.
Oh yeah, you were pretty hammered too. He started a chainsaw in his house at 2 a.m.
What shit did he done?
You tried to open a beer bottle
Life
with a
of a lumberjack.
fucking huge chainsaw. Anyway, I got a bet on with a couple of my mates about this because he's adamant that Holloway's going to win.
Yeah.
And he's adamant that, and I personally, I think that Volk's going to finish the job this fight. You can say whatever the fuck you want. You can do whatever. No, I honestly think Volkanovski won both of those fights. I've watched them again. They've had two really close fights.
Okay.
Max Holloway is considered probably the greatest of all time in featherweight. But Volkanovski...
So did both of those go to Holloway, did they?
No, both went to Volkanovski.
Oh, okay.
But they've been controversial because they were that close.
Yeah.
But I reckon Volk won both those fights. And I reckon he's going to finish him the only reason I think Volk is going to finish him is because Volk's trains so much and so hard, whereas I'm not saying Max Holloway doesn't, but I see Max has like a gaming channel. He's got like a YouTube channel. He does heaps of like Facebook gaming, like Call of Duty and that.
Yeah.
And I love Max. I reckon he's probably one of the best fighters in the UFC. But while he's doing that, Volkanovski's training.
He's busy one.
Like he's just fucking training, and he's an athlete. Max is an athlete too. He's probably one of the best boxers in the UFC. Has the best cardio in the UFC. He's a freak. But I'm gonna say, then I think Volk's gonna win, most likely by decision. But I have an inkling that he's going to finish Max Holloway in this fight by round 3.
Yeah, you don't think one of them's going to want to make an impression?
No, and I reckon if Max Holloway wins, I reckon he'll knock Volk out.
Yeah.
He's not going to choke him out. If Brian Ortega didn't choke him out, Max is never going to choke him out. But I reckon if Max wins as well, he's going to just fucking throw hands and knock him out. Right. Which I can't see, but if he wins, I reckon that's how it happens too.
And you got a bit of a bet on that?
Yeah, I'm in the hole with Dale Pavey a couple cartons, so I've doubled or nothing.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm in the hole.
At least he comes good on him, though.
He does. He does.
Okay, up into your main event. So we've got Adesanya and Jared Cannonier.
This is just a tailor-made fight for Israel.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like... This, to me, is probably I cannot see an upset happening here.
Okay, so
there's
a walkthrough?
Cannonier's styles to press forward. He's a great counter striker, but he's a massive power puncher. He's never been in a title fight. I don't know if he's done 5 rounds. I can't remember if he's done 5 rounds. But he used to be a heavyweight. He dropped all the way down to middleweight.
Yeah.
I don't know it in kilos, but it's a massive fucking drop. It's huge. And so he's got power, but Izzy's just too good.
Yeah.
He's just way too good. He's going to knock him out. He's going to fucking... he might not knock him out because Israel's prone to boring fights, but this fight's tailor-made for him to like build on his legacy.
Yeah.
But that's my hot take for that. That's my hot take. I thought we'd also do some current events.
You want to have a look at some current events?
Yeah, we might look at some current events while we're here. Just get some takes, some hot takes on some shit.
Okay.
What do we got first?
So, Maxwell.
Why'd you giggle when you said that?
Because it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, she finally got pinched, eh?
Yeah, she's been done.
She finally got it.
Done like a dog's dinner.
She got done. How long did she
I
get?
think it was 64, up to 64. Oh no, this is before the charge, I think. But she was charged.
I saw somewhere that it was like 20.
I think it was 20.
It was 20?
Something like
And
that.
she got
They'll
pinged.
see her out either way.
You know what? Good luck to her. I wish her the best. I wish her the best. What do you do? Like, what can you do? You know? You're just in love with some rich millionaire, didn't know what he did for a job, and you've just been strung along.
She was pressing the buttons the whole time.
Yeah, she's fucked.
She was
fucked.
raising the children as they
Yeah, she was a pro groomer, wasn't she?
She was, yeah.
She was pro.
Yeah.
20 years though, in hindsight, she's gonna get suicided in fucking jail anyway.
100%.
Or maybe she won't. Maybe she won't. Who knows? Maybe her and
What do you reckon?
Hillary...
Might be a little bit too suspicious if she does.
Maybe her
They
and
might start looking into it.
Miss Clinton came to an arrangement.
Oh,
I
cool.
think she's only alive because she didn't talk.
Yeah?
Oh, if she said anything, she'd been fucking... She would have been suicided.
Yeah. That's a fair point.
Evil cunt, though.
Oh, it's
Just no remorse. Nothing.
zero.
If anyone doesn't know who that is, but you know everything there is to know about every strain of COVID, if you are one of those fucking people that know every strain of COVID, all the statistics, but you don't know who Ghislaine Maxwell is, their plan has worked.
Definitely swept it up.
Like they have fucking swept it under the rug. Great success.
Can't be asking questions when we've got...
Ghislaine and Jeffrey, what a love story though.
Oh, no. I know.
It's the modern day Bonnie and Clyde.
Wouldn't you just get to a point now, though? Like, he's gone. Just give up.
No, it's not the give up. It's the she will fucking die. Like the names on that list. Do you know why 20 years is bullshit? And she basically got away with it because she helped molest and traffic thousands of children, not like
Not
5 or
just a
10.
couple, not John
And
Wayne
she
Gacy.
didn't do it for
Logan Paul
fucking.
out.
She didn't do it for Barry the pedo fucking in Hackham.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
she
that's
was
a bit-
doing. She was doing it for high level fucking celebrities, political political fucking hierarchies. All the fucking. You're on the clock, mate. What are you doing?
I was looking at the clock. These things go for a lot longer than I thought.
What do you mean? Yeah, you haven't
It's fine.
fucking watched one.
Fine.
You haven't watched one. This is the
I
most.
looked at the hours and went...
It's the most fucking work you've done in 4 years.
Yeah,
Seriously
fine.
though, guys, I got in trouble with my missus as well because Tom snitched on me. I originally wanted him over there.
Yeah, but she loves me and gets the shits with you when you do nasty things.
Well, you do though. You have a face for radio. It's not a bad thing.
No, well,
Kyle and
it is a
Jackie
bad
O.
thing. It's a bad face.
Howard Stern, he made like a very successful living off radio.
Yeah, that's true.
Kyle,
Yeah, you can't. Look
he's
at
got a
him, can
fucking face for radio. He's a good bloke.
you? Legend.
I like him.
Yeah, I know you do.
He's no Ghislaine. He's no Ghislaine Maxwell.
Well, we don't know yet. He could be.
Is he? Is he up for one of them?
Well, I reckon someone here's got to be. About time, innit?
Who did we have? Rolf?
We had Rolf, yeah, and that's all. That's all we've had. Ages.
It's going to come out that fucking Steve Irwin. That's going to be a big
Ooh,
one.
No.
No? You don't reckon that would
No.
be a big one? Bob comes and he's like, guys,
I've got to come close.
we got to come clean.
Nah, they'd lose the zoo.
All right. Next. What else do we got?
What else is going on in the world?
What else do we got?
So
That's enough of that.
the what I find most amazing about coming out of COVID is the sports that are coming back. So
Sports?
The sports that are coming back. So this Sunday, for the first time in 2.5 years, it is the return of the cheese roll.
You're joking.
No. Very excited for
Is that in England?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
big cheese roll.
Yeah, so that's they actually started that in the early 1800s.
That's where they literally roll a wheel of cheese down the hill, a very steep hill,
A very, very steep hill.
and you chase it.
You chase it. No one catches the cheese. You don't.
No, I watched a documentary that Vice, I believe it was Vice, they did a documentary, and there was like a woman, and she was like the one.
The one.
She was the chosen one. She won like 4 years in a row.
Yeah, but never caught the cheese. You don't catch the cheese. That's not how you win.
What if you did?
Well, it's never happened.
What happens when the Olympics get wind of this? What happens?
It's been 200 odd years.
Yeah, but the Olympics is slow to things. They just they got shot put. They play things that Greek people played in fucking 200 BC.
Yeah.
They're not up to date
They're not
with
moving
the
on.
latest fucking shit.
No.
They still throw rocks at. I'm the best. I'm the best at this, and they throw a rock from. They throw a rock from their shoulder 200 meters away.
200. Yeah.
But I reckon it could be a thing. What happens
look,
when they start getting the Usain Bolts of the world to run with this cheese?
Well, you don't run. That's the beauty of it is, it's anyone can play because you don't run. You just fall.
You couldn't play.
I couldn't.
You could watch.
I could do it once.
Oh, that's all.
That'd be it.
That's all.
But yeah, no, that's very exciting coming back on Sunday. So while you're watching the UFC, I'll be watching that.
I get very bratty on UFC days.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
I get, if anyone even minorly fucking inconveniences me.
I'm going to.
I'm on Don't Disturb on Sunday.
From 11:30 onwards, I'm going to pester the shit out of you.
Oh, look, no, you won't do that to
I'll
me.
give it a crack.
No, it's one of those cards. It's one of those cards, guys. You have to, if you're not even a fan, do you know what, I say that? And it's always these cards that are the fucking worst cards. There'll be 12 straight decisions. There'll be 12 straight decisions and 2 nut shots. I guarantee Max Holloway and Volkanovski, it's going to get finished with a nut shot.
Yeah?
Yeah, disqualified 30 seconds into the first round.
That's not bad. That's not a bad finish, to be honest.
What else do we got besides the cheese wheel's good though? Why did it go away from COVID?
Because there's like 100 people basically rolling and sweating and climbing over each other.
Well, you know that the UFC
cheese that goes 120 kilometers.
The UFC was the first sport back during COVID. UFC never stopped.
Yeah, but that's one.
No, but they Dana White fucking bought an island.
Oh, did he?
Do you remember that? Fight Island. He fucking bought it. Because Fight.
Yeah, I know about this.
Why didn't the cheese company fucking do that? Buy a little island in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, it'd have to be they just buy a really big hill, I guess.
Big, and they'd buy an island shaped as a piece of cheese. The Good Arena.
Good Arena.
But Dana White, this is some Mortal Kombat shit.
Yeah, that is.
He was like, "Oh, COVID's a thing. This is during peak coronavirus. Everyone's losing their fucking minds. Jeffrey Epstein's raping children. Like, it's hectic." And Dana White's like, "I'm gonna buy an island."
This is what we do.
So he got partnered with some people from Abu Dhabi and got an island, and it's called Yaz Island, Fight Island. And because international people from like Khabib Nurmagomedov from Dagestan, he couldn't fly to America. So, but in Dubai, it's like international. I don't know the legalities of it, but he could host fights there.
Yeah.
So, what I'm saying, and it's a very private thing. Like there's no guests, but these rich Saudi Arabian people would pay bulk.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is the cheese wheel. They go to Fraser Island.
Yeah.
Fraser Island. They buy it. How much is a Fraser Island worth?
Oh, they only have 150 mil.
We throw a fucking, what's the little pinwheel, the red things that we got? You know the one.
Oh yeah, Baby Bells.
Baby Bells. Baby Bell Island.
Down there.
Baby Bell Island in Fraser, or Kangaroo Island.
We'll do Baby Bells and midgets.
Kangaroo Island, and all proceeds go to bushfires.
Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. I don't think Kangaroo Island has got hills big enough though.
We'll make one.
Just make one.
We'll make one.
Right.
We'll make it out of garbage. Ocean garbage.
Ooh, yeah.
Ocean garbage. We will collect
We'll clean the
ocean
world
garbage.
while serving the cheese roll.
They got what's it called? Me and one of my best mates from primary, Jacob Barter, the first episode. We went to Kangaroo Island and we went to this place called Little Sahara, and it's a massive desert, and they got massive hills that you can toboggan down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't run down that shit though.
You said you don't run during it.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. You can't
roll a piece of cheese.
It's too hard to pick up.
How does the cheese roll down?
What do you mean?
Why doesn't it fall?
Because they start it upright and it's going too quick. It goes 120 kilometres an hour down the hill.
Yeah, we've all done that. We've all done that before.
Yeah. In a Toyota Corolla.
All right, next.
All right, what else is going on in the world? I did have something in my head just then that I wanted to ask you about, and you fucked it.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Come back to it.
Come back to it. there's not a great deal of interesting shit going on. I mean, America's going a little more nuts than they were last week.
Why? What happened again?
They're banning abortions. So, which
What can you?
That's all we need. Is
Do you know what?
More Americans.
Why did they do that?
Why did they do that?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to take the high road. Why did they do it?
There's no reason for it.
Yeah, but what if you're religious?
Yeah, if you're religious, then.
I'm with you. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
But then, in that regard, Bette Midler came out and said she wants Viagra banned as well, because your limp dick is an act of God, and if God says you've got a limp dick, then you shouldn't be able to use tablets to fix it.
Do you know what? I'd say yes, but I got a lot of friends that really depend on them.
Wow.
I'm not looking at you.
You were looking at me.
No, I'm gonna look right.
You fucking look
I'm
through.
I'm gonna look right into the camera now, and you know who you are. You know.
That's fucking terrible.
They know who they are.
Oh wow. Poor bastards.
But I do know what? Nah, that's kind of fucked up. But I've seen an interesting thing on that on this fucking media on this news website I watch, TikTok. That's where I get my news and
Number one
information.
news outlet.
If it's not Joe Rogan, all of my information is based on TikTok.
Yeah.
So I've seen this TikTok of this guy. He sounded smart. He was in a suit. Anyway, he was black, and he was saying that it's also an act of inequality, because obviously if wealthier or richer people get pregnant, not by choice, or they don't want the baby in general, whatever their reason is, wealthier people are going to have a very easier time going to a different state to do it.
Yeah.
So it also oppresses people in poverty, and especially minorities who've grown up in poverty.
Yeah,
Even white people, any kind of person that's grown up in poverty, which in America, because of systematic racism and shit, is like a large number of minority groups and African Americans and stuff. It's going to be a lot harder for them.
Yeah, and
for it to happen. Does that make sense? Like, richer people are going to have a lot of an easier time going to a different state to get it. So it's also oppressive.
But not only that, those people are still going to find a way to do it.
You need abortions.
There's going to be underground clinics.
You need abortions. I could name 15 people right now, no gap in between, that should have been aborted.
Yeah.
All of them live within a 5-kilometer radius of me. Every single one. That's just like the local one. If you just span it out, heaps of people. You need it.
Imagine how many more there'd be.
You do need it. There'll
Be
be someone starting up some fucking backyard abortion clinic.
They definitely will.
There'll be someone.
There'll be underground abortion
You have
clinics. So all they've really done is abolish safe abortions.
Yeah.
And now
They're bringing back the coat hanger.
it's going to end up like that.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good at all. Fucking wake up.
It's not good.
Bunch of wankers.
Do you know what's funny? You can walk into a Kmart and buy a handgun in Austin, Texas.
or any other. So
Nah, but Texas, I don't know about Austin. Austin more progressive apparently. I don't know about it anymore, but apparently it was more progressive than like other parts of Texas. But all I'm saying is, what was I saying?
You can go into a Kmart.
Oh yeah, you can go into a Kmart and buy a handgun, but you can't get an abortion.
Yeah.
Like, you can choose to shoot the school up, but you can't get rid of the kids at birth. Do you know what I mean?
That's a horrible way of looking at it.
That's a horrible way of looking at it, but
you've got to wait 5 to 6 years before you can get rid of the child.
yeah, but do you know what I don't agree with? Those abortions that are late term either. So I'm
yeah. Well,
is that what started it? Is this what started it?
I don't think so. I think it's got to be religious.
There's no.
It really has to be.
What's a late term? I don't know. You've had children. When are they not a tab hole?
I kept mine.
Oh, yes, you did.
I honestly don't know.
I don't know.
Probably anything past.
Can you
halfway.
just leave a
That's
like?
100%.
Leave a like and a comment if you know.
I'm definitely guessing.
Leave a like and comment and subscribe if you know.
There's a lot of women out there going, these people should not be talking about.
85% of my demographic is male.
Yeah.
So for the
we're
15% that aren't, I'm very sorry. But it's fucked. It's not good. It's not good. Next topic. So far, we've got abortions and Ghislaine Maxwell and cheese racing.
Cheese roll.
What else we got on the go?
Well, we're now. I read an article today. We can now travel to over 80 countries unvaccinated.
Where?
I don't know. I didn't read the countries. There's over 80 countries, so that's a fair bit. Most of Europe, you can now go to.
So you can do that, but see, this is what fucking annoys me. I didn't know that. This is breaking news for me.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be.
Wait, so 80 countries you can...
Over 80 countries.
That's
you can travel
fucked.
to.
Do you know why that's fucked? Because that's the only reason I got double jabbed. Because I wanted to travel. That's the only reason I got it. I didn't get the third one because I thought, but I was thinking of going to Japan soon. I was talking to you.
We'll have to check and see if that's on the list.
I'm pretty sure Thailand you don't have to be vaxxed. Maybe.
Nah, what for?
I don't know. You got more things to worry about in Thailand.
If you come back with COVID, that's a good Thailand trip.
But if you tell me that I have to get fucking vaxxed to go overseas and then I do it, and then I don't have to be.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They've also Australia's just reinstated all teachers and like school. Anyone that works in a school can now go back to work without being vaccinated.
I know a teacher that left her job. Oh, she got stood down because she wasn't getting vaccinated.
Yeah. So all those people that were forced into having their vaccination to keep their jobs, and now they've reversed it.
Yeah, well, how fucking stupid do all the people that I'm doing something right? No, fair enough if you wanted to get the vax. There's nothing wrong with it. You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I personally got it so I could travel, but now I don't need it. And I've put a lot worse things in my body than a vaccine. But I chose to do it, and it was fun.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, it's just stupid. And they tell you, oh, you have to get the vax, and then you get the people on Facebook, well, I'm doing my part for society. No, you're not. You're sitting at home, you've got a bag of chips in your hand, you probably smoke 12 cones, and you're fucking drinking Diet Pepsi, and... you know fucking picture of health.
Yeah.
Like, and meanwhile, they're like, I got vaxxed, I'm doing my part. And I see people still in the mask. If you got a compromised immune system, you should wear a mask, even without COVID.
That's what they should have been doing from the start.
But it's not even COVID. Chinese people, Asian people in general, be so broad, but I think Chinese and Japanese people mostly, whenever they're feeling sick forever, they wear masks.
Yeah.
It wasn't just COVID.
Yeah.
So that's normal. But you see people come in and they're still...
There was a bloke on the side of the road the other day standing there waiting for a bus, and he was standing in the bus stop by himself with a mask on.
You got to get over it. You have to get over it. While all this was happening...
Because you've had COVID.
Oh, fuck, I got it for one day, and I fucking tried to fake my brain out of thinking, I don't have it. Because my sister got COVID. She gave me COVID. And then, so I got COVID, but I didn't have it at this time. So at the shop, we were short-staffed because everyone was copping COVID. So I was like the last line of defence.
We're needing a couch.
What do you mean?
It's not comfortable.
Fuck off, it's not.
Keep going with your story. Go on.
Well, how rude. You going to say that shit too?
No, that's beautiful.
It's not bad, isn't it? Thanks, Monops, for that.
That's
Shout out to Monops Tattoo.
Well done.
Thank you. Oh, fuck.
Stop fucking hitting
I'm sorry, I'm not used to anything being there. Anyway.
Yeah, so COVID, you had COVID.
I copped
it. Was
it.
Shit. It was fuck all.
No, but I woke up that morning and I was like, as soon as I woke up, I never get headaches. I very rarely get sick. So I woke up and I had a fucking pounding headache. And I was like, well, I got COVID. But I was like, maybe I don't. I was like, maybe I'm just freaking out. So I woke up and I Joe Rogan the fuck out of everything. I took like 4 vitamin C tablets, 10 vitamin D tablets, like 5 zinc tablets.
Bit of horse
It was like a HQ Saturday all over again. It was like a Vic Friday, just fucking pills upon pills upon pills.
Anything that comes in a slab.
And I drank it, and I was supposed to take the dogs for a walk with my mother-in-law and Yaz. And I was like, oh, yeah, I don't got COVID anymore. I'm all right. So I went to take the dogs for a walk, came back, and I looked at Yaz and I said, Yaz, I reckon I got COVID. she wanted to beat the shit out of me because she's a disability support worker. So she's like, so if you have COVID, you need to tell me now because I cannot go into work. And I was terrified of doing the test. I like rang Helen. I'm like, oh, I reckon I got COVID. She's like, you fucking better not have COVID. The shop's gonna have to close. I was like, fuck. So I was like, did the test, and I was like, okay, I don't have COVID. As soon as I did the test, a second later, both lines came up.
Solid.
It does not take 10 minutes. No. It tells you straight away.
Yeah.
But then it makes me think COVID's not that fucking contagious because Yaz was in the house with me. We were living as normal together. Yeah. We didn't even leave the room. Mm-hmm. We were hanging out 24/7. It took her 5 fucking days to catch it.
Yeah.
But then you get people who just catch it like that. But then you get people like Miles Simpson from the gym.
Yeah.
He's fucking immune. If the government realised that he was him,
they'd grab him.
Grab him and they'd fucking just put him in a chamber and just get everything out. He's honestly immune, and I think it's because he wears TNs. No, honestly, I'm not.
He wears. You're gonna have to elaborate on why that.
The virus is scared of him.
It's scared of TNs.
Yeah. Have you ever met an Eshe with COVID?
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
I don't.
Not one.
Not one single.
Not a single one. By the way, this is actually this whiskey is very nice. This was donated to me when I had COVID by Miles.
Oh yeah, so the bottle's COVID ridden.
No, because I was going fucking insane. Because I copped COVID really bad on the first day, like really bad. It rocked me. Yeah. But the worst thing was straight after I was fine. So I was just in fucking prison for 6 days, and by the 3rd day I was googling like just Dan Murphy's. I was going to get a delivery from Dan Murphy's because I was like, fuck it, I need to get drunk. I need to do something.
Yeah.
And I was messaging Miles, and he was like, oh, I'll drop you off a nice bottle of whiskey. And
has he got that subscription?
I don't know if he still has it, but he used to have a. Yes, swig that. He used to have a whiskey subscription, I think, because he got really into whiskey, and he bring me that, and he left it on my front porch. But fuck, that's nice.
That is actually.
You've had it before,
wonderful.
I think.
No, I haven't. I had the other one that we got up at Mad Axe's.
No, you had that.
I was obviously already.
The last time we got really fucked up. Fucking hell! The last time we got really fucked up at my house.
So I must have been already.
Yeah, you haven't been doing too well lately, have you?
Oh, I'm getting old, mate. Hits me harder.
It does hit you. Yeah, if you haven't tried that, that's a good one.
I'll know when to stop when I hit Saturday Night Bridgie.
Saturday Night Bridgie was not good.
Saturday.
I won't out him on the podcast, but shame on you, Bridgie. Shame on you. Shame on you. I'm still waiting for my. You wait till. You see what I'm doing to your fucking bus on your birthday.
Remember how you wanted to kick one person off?
I'm going to kick you off, cunt.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he said it.
So what about R. Kelly?
What about him?
He got less years than Ghislaine. What did he do? He got more years. He got more, sorry. Oh, yeah. He got fucking 10 more years than Ghislaine. That's a hate crime. That's a racial hate crime. Well, what do you mean? Can you Google and tell me exactly what he did? But don't say exactly, but just get... I don't know. I knew he peed on some underage females one time. That was a thing. But what warrants getting 10 more years than fucking Ghislaine?
Hang on, is he part of this as well?
What do you mean? With the Ghislaine thing? Who knows?
For sex crimes, yeah. So he got 30 years for sex crimes.
He got 30, but Ghislaine got 20.
Sexually abusing women, girls, and boys.
And boys?
Yeah, so he didn't discriminate.
So they chucked him 10 for the boys as well, eh?
More than 20 years after facing allegations. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so he didn't traffic them, but the thing is, he obviously didn't have... We need to find out exactly what she got.
She got 20, I believe. I'm like 80% sure. If you know how many years Ghislaine Maxwell got, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Has to be more than 20. If R. Kelly got 30, Bill Cosby's out of jail.
He'll be back.
He's just out of it.
20 years. She got 20 years.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the fucking good innings. There's
For
people in jail for
conspiring.
fucking a
For
dime bag of weed more.
So the thing is, all it says is... Oh, my phone's ringing.
Well, you can't do
No,
that.
I'll call you back, mate. What was I saying? Conspiring. Right, so what they've said here is, as long as you only conspire.
What do you mean?
Well, obviously, as long as you've got someone else doing all the hard work, and you just do the shit bits and just go along with it. Do you know what conspiring?
I know what it means. I'm just baffled that R. Kelly got less years. I got more years than Ghislaine.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Power to her. She's really showing that woman spirit.
Well, I think she's really showing a place in the world.
It might be a hate crime.
Who her friends are.
It might be a hate crime. It's not who her friends are, it's who's in her little black book.
Yeah.
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 If she says, oh, me and Bill were in an orgy with Bill Cosby and the Olsen twins, like...
Yeah, it'd be a lot worse than
they're
that.
fucked.
A lot worse than that.
They're fucked.
They'd have some
But
big
R.
fish
Kelly's
in that
just...
diary.
Do you reckon he still believes he could fly?
Oh, 100%. Why wouldn't you? I don't think you get better from that sort of crazy.
I seen a video of him singing "Believe I Can Fly" to his cellmates in jail. Have you seen it?
No.
Can you?
Is it a paid gig?
No, he's in fucking jail.
Yeah, I know.
He can't. He's in celebrity jail though. I believe it would be different. It would be different.
This fucking iPad's too big. Oh, singing to fans from jail.
Yeah, don't put it on the mic though, because I might get kicked off YouTube. I don't know the go.
Yeah, alright.
No, don't play it. No, it's alright. It's alright. I've got like fucking 200 viewers. I'm not gonna get kicked off. But can you play it? Imagine. Have you seen the video?
No, it's the first thing I'm watching when I get home.
Have you seen the video of Shannon Knoll?
No, what did he do?
He's obviously followed a group of boys into a toilet at a pub to rail lines.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Jeez.
Going in there for a slug.
He's gone in there for the biggest slug, and they've obviously been like, nosy. Nosy. Sing it.
For us.
Sing it.
for
Sing
us.
it. What about me? He's just fucking slinging that out for slugs, eh? Good on him. Bruno, it's not your time. He was going to come on the podcast later.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a podcast with Bruno.
I think so.
Yeah.
He's got more to say than anyone you've had on so far. But he's more destructive.
All right. I reckon that's it.
I reckon time for a dart.
I'm half a cut. I'm half a cut. I'm half a cut. Like and subscribe. Boom.